Boneyard Garage. Look at this beauty I had given to me. MTD, self-propelled. I don't know. Think it's gonna run? How you like that gasoline in there? Yeah, not so hot. Looks like it's all water. Ah, it's pretty cool. I remember these. I think the cable's all frozen. I had to free those up. But that would go down on the front wheel, and that's what drives it. And it's funny, because these rollers right here, my dad's stash, brand new one. Drop. We got one here. All I got here, but I bet if I go back down to the shop, I'll find another one. Anyway, I'm going to tear the shroud off, see what's under there. I'm going to take the tank off. Let's see if it's got any oil. Ooh, that baby's black, but there's oil in it, so I'll get it started. I'll run it, get it warmed up, and then we'll drain that and change it. So, get the camera set up. We'll pull this top cover off and carburetor and tank off. Got the shroud off. Looked like we had some critters living in there. So I'm going to blow all this out. And we'll see if we got any spark. We'll clean up the magnet and go from there. Okay guys, we got the plug out. I can't turn it over because the chain that drives the self-propelled, you look up in there, right there, it's like a bicycle chain. Pretty rusty, so I'm gonna have to get that chain off. And that goes down to a shaft that comes out of the engine to a sprocket. So I'm gonna have to take this cover off, get that chain off, and then I can turn the engine over to see if we got any spark. So let me get on that. Okay, so I took my chain brake over right here, and I took the chain off. Chain is shot, so I had to get a new chain. But all this is a bicycle chain, so we'll worry about that later. We do have spark. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but of course you can't see it. Anyway, it does spark. We took the carburetor and gas tank off and clean that out. And we'll see if it's going to start. If it starts and run, and then we'll get a chain for it and put it all back together. So we'll start cleaning out this carburetor. Took the carburetor apart, and it's pretty nasty. Gas tank's nasty. I do have a new diaphragm. So what I did is I went down to my father's. He had a couple used ones laying on the shelf. Nice and clean inside, so we're going to use one of these. And I probably should have looked for an air filter while I was down there, but I didn't. I was rushing around, so get that another day. So this one here, I'm going to go right in the garbage. So we're going to get these cleaned up, get it back on the machine, and we can get it fired. Okay. Not looking too good with that water in there, so pull that over, right, nice and slow. Yeah, see that intake valve is stuck. We're going to see if we can just free it up. How stuck it is. Let me get a little hammer. Pull it back over, right? Okay, so we're gonna spray some stuff in there and try to work that back and forth and see if we can free it up. If not, we gotta take the side cover off and take the valve out. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so we got the valve unstuck. It wasn't too bad. Give it a little pull. Again, right. So we're going to put the head on and try it. I probably should pull the valves and lap them and grind them. And you know what? I'm not going to spend too much time on this thing. We're just going to put the head on and see if we can get it to start. It wasn't stuck too bad. We worked some WD-40 in there and stuff like that and worked it back and forth. So we're going to get the head back on and see if it will run. If it runs, I'll let it warm up really good and change the oil, and we'll go from there. Hold on while we get this head on. Okay, so we got the head back on. I did put a little pre-mixed gas in the tank, 2-stroke gas, just because of all the water and everything in there. So let's see if we can get it started. Go ahead, Ryan. Right. Oh, almost. Okay, so it runs. Not too bad. We gotta get now, we gotta get a chain for the self-propel that goes up here. And air filter cover, and we'll run some fresh gas through it, change the oil. Looked at the numbers. 1988. She's an oldie. I gotta go find a bicycle chain for it. So, all right, guys. It's gonna be part 1 of this high performance mower. And once all this is back together. Like that. Alright, part 1 of the MTD. If you guys like the videos, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And look forward for part 2. Boneyard.